answering your questions about retirement. It's Money Talk with Michael Eastham.
I want to sell some stock, but I'm worried about taxes. What should I think through?
When to sell a stock is something that's on a lot of people's mind, and I think it's a valid question because nobody wants to sell a stock when it's going up, right? Because you think it's going to keep going and you don't want to give up on additional gains. But when the stock's going down, you don't want to sell it either because you don't want to realize losses. So you got to wait for it to come back up. You've got to take the emotional aspect out of it. And so a lot of people hold on to positions too long because they're afraid of the tax bill. So you have to look at the after-tax result, not just the tax cost, because the after-tax result is going to tell you whether it was a good deal or not. And then another piece that's very important is think about the income for the year and whether the timing matters. Because if you're in January, then it may not make sense to wait until the following January to sell again. If you're in December or November, then maybe you can take a little bit of the gains this year and then push some of the gains to the following year, splitting and reducing the tax cost. Another thing that's very important is the type of an account that it's in. So for example, if it's in an IRA, it's going to be taxed as ordinary income and the amount of gains really don't matter. If it's in a Roth account, there's no taxes. But if it's in a traditional brokerage account, then you're going to pay taxes, and those taxes are either going to be at your ordinary income tax rate or at a capital gains rate, which may be lower than your ordinary income tax rate. So this is a tax planning question that needs to be addressed. So make sure you understand the implications. And then finally, the bigger issue here is, does the stock still fit in your overall retirement or investment plan, or does it fit in your current risk level? All of these things that need to go into the blender when you push the button to come out with a good, well-managed decision about whether you should hold that stock, and if so, how much of it needs to stay in your portfolio. Well, if you have questions like this, make sure you drop them below, and don't forget to like and subscribe Money Talk so that you don't miss the next exciting episode.